Welcome to Pasco County, aka Florida's Sports Coast. This place is a truly amazing collection of authentic experiences and wild wonders, from real-life safaris where giraffes mingle with near-extinct species to breathtaking vistas of old Florida from a hot air balloon. We'll also make a splash at the nation's largest man-made lagoon. You won't believe the size of this place. And then set sail to an uninhabited island on the pristine waters of the Gulf of Mexico. So come, dive, swim, fly, motor, wade, and paddle with us as we make our way through Pasco County, Florida's Sports Coast, on this episode of Undiscovered America.
Come along with me. Let's take it to the streets. Show you the land of the free like you've never seen. Talking about undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Oh! Undiscovered America.
Today, we are embarking on an extraordinary journey to a place that's close to my heart, yet so full of surprises. It's Florida's Sports Coast. So join us as we take off in high-flying hot air balloons, explore serene nature preserves, and delve into the rich culture that makes this area of Florida so unique. This is Florida's Sports Coast, and you're in for a treat.
The atmosphere is like a big liquid on the earth.
Right.
As you go up in the atmosphere, there's a right turn usually. I say usually.
Okay.
Some days it's not there. So we'll go up high to go over this direction, we drop down low to come over this direction until we get to our destination.
And how many options do you have of places that you can land this?
About 30.
And
But if I need to, I can land, sit down in a cul-de-sac in a new neighborhood, or
do you tell them you're
backyard.
coming, or you just like show up on the street?
Just show up. The neighbors love it, the kids love it. We have some toys for the kids that we give them.
That's awesome. That's
We
awesome.
usually end up sitting around the neighborhood when we come in with children, as they can learn so much.
How long is an average balloon ride?
Well, the people are with me about 3 hours.
Okay.
You're in the air about an hour.
Yeah.
You saw we had a little drive out here.
Right.
That was at Pasco County, 10
Beautiful.
minutes. This area is just so beautiful to fly over. There's, a lot of this area used to be orchards,
Right.
which is now pasture land,
Pastures,
which
yeah.
is beautiful. We have lakes all over the place. There's many new developments, and they're even fun to go over. We'll come over a neighborhood and kids come running out and parents.
How many people will this hold?
This is for 4 passengers plus me.
You plus 4?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty tight
It's actually feels a lot better than you might think.
because they're sitting down.
Well, you know, half my passengers sit, half of them stand. Not many balloons have seats in them, but I'll fly people that are a little elderly and stuff like that.
So what's the tradition? Once you land in a balloon, there's a traditional something you're supposed to have.
Oh, you
right?
want a drink now, huh?
No, but tell me what the tradition.
The tradition is that we always carry champagne,
Right.
and it is to appease the landowners. But if the landowners are happy, we drink it with them.
So the idea was to have the champagne. You're landing on someone's land
Yep.
without a notification saying, "Here, have some champagne." Just be cool about it.
Yeah.
So have you ever had people in here that just kind of freak out about afraid of heights and then they just get used to it? Because I've seen that transformation before.
Yeah. If with this rocking, I'm assuming you might be a little nervous.
Yeah.
If we took off, once we take off, there's no sensation of height. It's a very unique experience.
All right.
Even the most fearful person, they won't believe me before we take off, but afterwards they'll report that they did not have a sensation of height at all.
And we do this at dawn. Why? Why do air balloons?
We
go up?
have about 2 or 3 hours right after sunrise where it calms down and the winds are predictable.
Right.
As soon as the sun gets so far up, it starts heating the earth, and then we have thermals that we have to deal with. And that's not good for flying.
Captain Kurt, thank you for the pre-flight here. It's time to go up. Come on.
Let's go.
Hit it. After soaring high above Florida's Sports Coast, we're touring the stunning Hacienda Hotel. a historic pink palace that echoes the grandeur of a bygone era.
Welcome to the Hacienda.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining us today.
So tell me about your beautiful pink palace here.
Well, absolutely. So the Hacienda was originally opened in 1927 as a hotel.
Right.
And we just recently reopened it after a multi-year restoration last September. And so we're just celebrating our first year reopen. And we're just very excited to be welcoming guests.
So tell me about, how did this come to be? I understand the land was donated for this to be built.
That is correct. So the very interesting history about Newport Richey is that during the mid to late 20s and early 30s, it was known as Hollywood East.
Gloria Swanson was here, Charlie Chaplin, right?
That's right, yeah. We had a lot of history. Johnny Cash, actually, in the later years, lived right here on the river.
The other thing I love is how it's situated, how it's such a part of the environment, part of the downtown, part of the park here.
So, it really is the gem of downtown Newport Richey here at the Hacienda. We are centrally located and within walking distance of everything you could possibly want to do in this area. We have in our backyard this beautiful Sims Park.
Gorgeous, right.
It's such a special place. I mean, you can just hear the ambient sounds of the kids playing and the splash pad, and then you have this beautiful amphitheater where there's always something going on. We have festivals and concerts almost every weekend, and it's just continuing to grow.
Newport Richey's getting to be very hip in its own way, right? A destination.
It really is, and I think no matter what you're looking for, whether it's a romantic weekend, a peaceful getaway, or a family getaway, we have the river right here where you're very likely to see dolphins, and goes right out to the Gulf.
It's also a great story because it's part of the past, the present, and the future of Pasco County.
Exactly, and it's so important to us here at the Hacienda to really preserve that history and introduce it to new generations, because without that history, we wouldn't be here, and it's so important to keep it alive.
Well, you've done an amazing job. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming out.
Right after the break, we will delve back into more exciting discoveries from Florida's Sports Coast. Welcome back to Undiscovered America TV. Now, get ready for a real adventure. We're heading to Giraffe Ranch, where we will get up close and personal with some interesting locals right in the heart of Florida. Lex,
Hey,
how are you?
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming.
David, thanks for having us. Looking forward to the tour.
Good. Let's go see some animals.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
This is called agritourism, and it's an attempt to get people onto the land in Florida, not just to go to these theme parks, all of which are sort of an artificial thing. This is kind of a real thing. So let's go and see what kind of critters we have.
Okay, so let's get right down to basics.
Yeah.
The lemurs are in what family? What's the closest other animal this is related to?
Well, they're before monkeys, so they're called prosimians. There's also tarsiers and bush babies and some other things that are related.
And
to
how
them.
would you describe these animals very quickly? They seem inquisitive, they seem agile.
Yeah, they're smart, and and if they touch your hand when you feel it, it feels like a little human baby.
So can I give them a grape?
Yeah.
Okay.
And see how feel that.
Yeah.
I had a preemie nurse here, and she said that feels just like a preemie baby. Isn't that wild?
It does feel like
Yeah.
a little human hand.
Okay, this is mom, dad, and baby right in here. This is dad walking toward us. That's mom. We're getting her bred again. He's breeding her, and this is his kid. This is a little heifer calf, little girl. Just hold it out. They can't bite you. They have no teeth in the top. Just don't move suddenly. If you move suddenly, they're a flight animal, so they will take off. Just hold that out and hold on to it. Don't let them steal it from you. Pretend like it's a fishing pole. Good, good. They use their bottom teeth as a rake. They have no teeth on the top. They're like a cow. Here you go. Now those things on their head are neither horns nor antlers. They're called ossicones. And they're called that because ossa means, like bone and cone. And the only thing that has ossicones are okapi and giraffe. The thing that saved the alligator in Florida was a thing called conservation through commerce. Alligators were almost extinct, and you couldn't hunt them, and everybody poached them, and they were always wanting to poach the last one before they became extinct. And the Florida Game and Fish Department looked at some studies in Africa where they started farming Nile crocodile, and they saved them from extinction. And as soon as they started this, for 125 bucks you can get a permit to be an alligator farmer. And so they became available to you to breed and to sell for leather and meat. And now there's 2 million of them. Wow. Every body of water. So this is, a lot of people think, you know, you can't have conservation through commerce, but conservation through commerce has saved species all over the world.
From the gentle giants of Giraffe Ranch, we now delve into the heart of Florida's heritage. Up next, we're exploring the rich legacy of Florida cracker culture. Join me as we uncover this unique slice of Florida's history. In the heart of Pasco County, Florida, a rich and enduring heritage thrives, the legacy of Florida's cracker culture. Rooted in the early 19th century, this culture was shaped by the pioneering settlers known as crackers, a term derived from the crack of their whips as they herded cattle through the Floridian wilderness. These early settlers adapted to the challenging environment, laid the foundations of this unique cultural identity. Their resilience in the face of adversity and resourcefulness in subtropical climate became the cornerstone of the region's agricultural history. Today, the spirit of Florida cracker identity is deeply woven into the fabric of this community. As we explore Pasco County, the enduring legacy of Florida's cracker culture reminds us of the unyielding human spirit and its profound connection to this land. This history, born from the early settlers' resilience, continues to shape and define the entire community's identity. Up next, we are teeing off at Saddlebrook Resort, a golfer's paradise that blends seamlessly into Florida's natural landscape. Rob, so I understand this has been in the family a long time. Give us a little bit of the history of Saddlebrook.
So the resort was first opened by my grandfather in 1980. He worked at a publishing company back in the day and was very successful.
Made a lot of money.
And he ultimately came up with this idea to host conferences here in Florida, originally based out of Cleveland, where the weather is much nicer.
But tell us about how the Arnold Palmer came into this.
So they used to be friends. He had a place in Bay Hill, and he'd bring clients down there to wine and dine and that sort of thing. And he became friends with Arnold back then. And then ultimately, when he decided to build his own resort, he had to tell Arnold that he was going to be losing his business. And so Arnold said, well, I'll go ahead and build your golf courses for you. They shook on it, and then he ended up doing that.
So Arnold Palmer was his neighbor. They decided on a handshake that if he ever built a resort, he would design the golf courses. And here we are, 40 plus years later, 36 holes, Saddlebrook Resort and Spa.
That's right.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah, so my whole family has worked here in my entire life. It's been a family-owned and operated business. We all had our different roles and different positions in the company. And recently we sold to the new owners who are planning to deploy a lot of capital and modernizing the resort, so we're really excited about that.
You have kept in the family, kept a beautiful thing going. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We're about to dive into a tropical oasis right here in Florida's Sports Coast. Next, we are visiting the stunning Metro Lagoon at Mirada. You have to see this place. It's a man-made paradise that blends luxurious relaxation with the thrill of water adventures on a scale you simply won't believe. So David, thanks for having us today.
Absolutely.
Tell us about Metro Lagoons. I know this is Mirada, this is one of them, but Metro Lagoons has several.
Absolutely. This is our third and newest property here at Mirada. Metro Lagoons is a service-focused hospitality company. So we create these unique experiences, this day resort-like experience with the large lagoon behind us.
And this one is the largest in the United States.
This is the largest in the United States.
How big
absolutely.
is it? How big is it?
The lagoon itself is 15 acres, more than 650,000 square feet, and it's more than 33 million gallons of water.
This is a real pool. With all the real pool, it has to be swept and cleaned and filtrated, and this is just a regular pool that is absolutely huge, right?
Of course, yeah. There's a dedicated full-time water quality staff whose sole purpose is just to make sure we keep the water clean and looking beautiful all the time.
So days here, you hang out in the lagoon, there's a bar here, there's a swim-up bar, there's all kinds of activities, but there's also a housing development built around this. This is the centerpiece of a very big project.
It certainly is, and that's what makes it such a unique concept. The fact that we're sitting right in the middle of a residential community, as you mentioned. We also are open to the general public, just creates a unique resort-like experience for everyone.
Okay. So David, I come in here today, explain to me everything I can do in this beautiful location.
Sure, there are so many things to do for our guests to enjoy here. We have everything from just regular swimming.
Right.
We have kayaks and stand-up paddle boards. We have a floating obstacle course. We have floating cabanas, beach volleyball, you name it.
I see a bar over
Absolutely.
here.
The unique feature is the swim-up bar. Guests can float right up and have one of our tasty cocktails and enjoy themselves.
And so the pool closes at night, and at nighttime it turns into it turns into like a bar kind of a sitch, right?
Yeah, we host a series of events throughout the calendar year just to provide entertainment for all of our guests. So we'll do a lot of live music, DJs, trivia nights, you name it. There's literally something for everyone here.
Great. We're in Florida. It's a state that's surrounded by water. There's water everywhere. Why on earth would you do something like this in Florida?
Because we believe we can provide such a unique experience that nobody else can. When you're driving all the way out to the beach, you've got to pack up the car, you've got to worry about wildlife, sharks and jellyfish and red tide.
Yeah.
Here, you don't have to worry about any of that. So you can truly just enjoy time with your family. It's a safe, comfortable environment that everyone can enjoy.
After the break, Undiscovered America TV continues with more aquatic adventure on Florida's Sports Coast. We'll hit the waves for some thrilling water activities and then unwind at a chic rooftop bar with breathtaking views. We will be right back.
Undiscovered America.
Welcome back to Undiscovered America TV. We're not slowing down just yet, so get ready for some more epic adventures that truly capture the spirit of this incredible destination. From thrilling water sports to unforgettable evenings, Pasco County, aka Florida's Sports Coast, saves the best for last. Here we are at the Lift Adventure Park at Sunwest Park, and we have Jake to tell us all about it. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's good to have you.
So wakeboarding, I've never done it. I understand you have a whole system for it here. Walk us through how that works.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically it's like wakeboarding behind a boat. It's almost the exact same thing.
But you're being pulled.
Exactly, but rather than a boat doing it, we have this cable system doing it behind us. And so you start on the dock, the operator engages your rope and you get pulled off onto the water.
And how fast are we going when we wakeboard?
Yeah, so we start out on slow speed in the beginning of the day at like 17 miles an hour, work our way up to 20 through the day.
And so wakeboarding is one of these neither here nor there. It's not an Olympic sport. What kind of sport is it?
Yeah, you can kind of compare it to like X Games. It's an extreme sport, but it's not quite up at like the Olympic level at the moment.
So for people who don't want to or can't wakeboard, you have paddling, you have other things as well.
Yeah.
And this, what's it, this slippery, what's it called?
It's our aqua park. So our slippery aqua park, it's a Union Aqua Park is the brand that we use. And basically you just run out there, you get 45 minutes to run around, slip, have a good time, play tag with your friends, just kind of try to conquer the obstacles.
So that's a lot of fun over there, a lot of people bouncing around. You got individuals going here on the wakeboards. Tell us about this beautiful setting here. This is a quarry?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so
limestone?
Old limestone quarry, you got it. Yes.
This is a stunning setting.
Yes, sir, it's so beautiful out here.
Well, we're happy to have you today.
Thank you, we're happy to be here.
We now venture to the heart of local flavors. Up next, we're at the Starkey Market, where the bounty of Pasco County really comes to life. Let's explore the freshest produce and meet the people who bring this vibrant community market to life. This land started as agrarian, started as cattle, right? Thousands of acres.
Correct.
And you moved from the cattle onto land and recognized the value of the land, and then you could keep imagining new ways to do this. Tell us about the market. Where are we standing right now?
Well, we're on our main courtyard in the front, and a big focal part of our area, but we've really built this place focused on experience and providing an amazing place to be.
There's kids everywhere. There's a big
kids
family
everywhere,
experience.
families, but we're for all ages.
Okay.
We've got lots of outside porches to hang out on in a comfortable summer breeze, to indoors if you want to sit in the air conditioning. We started with a produce market. Beer and wine is part of Florida agriculture. We added a bar.
We got the trough, we got the barn, we got the market, we got all kinds of things going on here.
We got blackberry U-pick here.
So get into the blackberries now. So you moved into blackberries and other berries, and talk to me a little bit about that.
We've had blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. We're not going to do strawberries this year. We may have blueberries in the spring.
The blueberries are
Definitely
going into a seltzer, right?
We started a blueberry hard seltzer about 2 years ago, turned it over to my son, Zachary Starkey, who he's up and running on it. He's had his first batch out the door, and the second one's in the cooker. So really excited about that product.
But this is a great story because I love the evolution of this, because it's also the evolution of Pasco County, right? We go from land, you go from cows to land, and from there to blueberries to this place, and then even into the future with the next generation doing the hard seltzer. So congratulations on your success, and thanks for having us out here today.
Thank you. Come on out and experience Starkey Market.
We're shifting gears now to a much more relaxed vibe. We're heading to the Social NPR, a rooftop bar in Newport Richey, where the night comes alive with stunning views and lots of vibrant local energy. Jennifer, thanks for having us today. We're at the Social NPR is the name of the place,
yes,
right?
Yes, Social NPR.
And so there are 3 rules here. Eat, drink.
And be social.
And be social, right? Not that hard. Okay, so a quickest way to get social is by having something to drink. Talk me through what we have going on. This is a Cat 5.
That's a Cat 5.
Which means?
There's 6 different alcohols in here.
Okay.
So this is catastrophic damage.
Okay.
So we would pour that in.
Okay.
If you're looking to have one drink for the night.
Tell me, what is modern day Newport Richey like? Because this place has come on fire.
Yeah, so downtown really has been growing.
And we're right on the main drag here.
Yes, yes. Our rooftop looks over the main street, over the park. Families come with their children.
You can see from the river to the lake and everything in there. So, I mean, what is the average clientele here? Who comes here? Who lives in Newport Richey?
Everybody. We have everybody coming. We have people coming from Brooksville, from Tampa, from Palm Harbor.
This really seems like the center of town and the rooftop center of town as well.
It is.
Nothing says that you believe in this community like making this kind of investment, and that Newport Richey has this. It's a stunning rooftop view of this entire place and of Pasco County. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're setting sail with Windsong Charters, where we'll explore the Gulf and maybe even spot some local wildlife. But also, we will see some stilt houses that you simply have to see to believe. Captain Wendy, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having us today. Tell me about your fleet here. This looks awesome.
So we have 21 pontoon boats and our tiki bar boat.
And you are a full-fledged captain, 6-pack license, 6 passengers.
Yes.
It's funny, when people think of captains, particularly boat captains, they think of kind of crusty old men.
Well, I'm a crusty old woman, so it works out great on the opposite side.
How far out are we going today?
We're gonna go out to Anclote Key. Anclote Key is amazingly beautiful.
Should we take off?
Let's take off.
So tell us about the stilt houses out here in Pasco County.
Well, there's 8 stilt houses here in Pasco County.
And how many did there use? I understand there used to be more?
There were 24. Hurricane Gladys took them out in the late 1960s.
So this is a relic of the past, still here today.
Mm-hmm. It is. They were used by fishermen because they netted and they pulled out here. And of course, with the storms coming from the east, they built these as sort of a refuge.
What are you getting out of the water here?
Primarily mullet, some of the inshore fish, trout.
And scallops.
Scallops.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Tons
what
of
we're
scallops.
famous for now is our scallops.
So if you were out here all day, you'd do some fishing, do some scalloping, head back in the evening.
Yep.
And have a good dinner.
Manatees are at a certain time of year, right?
Any time of the year.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Okay.
It's wildlife and...
Yeah, we got a couple manatee that like to hang out at the island during the summer, and then once it starts getting a little bit cooler, they come in down by the marina.
You've shown us a side of Pasco County that we are happy to see we've not seen before, so thank you. Hold tight, because right after the break, we'll be wrapping up our incredible journey through Florida's Sports Coast. And what a trip it has been. Stay with us. You know, it's funny, I grew up less than an hour from here and I had no idea how amazing Florida's Sports Coast is. The cuisine, the history, the landscape, the activities, an amazing adventure, but really what made it are the people of Pasco County. It's nice to know in Florida there are still places waiting to be discovered like Pasco County. We look forward to seeing you next week on Undiscovered America.